over there. Damn, it brought you. Nah, that thing didn't have no cord in it.
15 questions for couples. Who likes to eat more? Who lies more? Who was the bigger hoe before you got together? Who's classier? Who holds more grudges? Who picks the restaurants for date night? Who would survive longer on Naked and Afraid? Who is more sensitive? When it comes to kids, who is or will be the disciplinary? Who is more book smart? Who is more street smart? Who is more likely to get pulled over for speeding? Who is more manipulative? Who is more superstitious? Who is more ride or die?
Here's 15 questions for couples. Let's go.
Who is more likely to make noises in their sleep?
Who has the shorter fuse?
Who would likely win in a battle?
Who would likely be the last person standing at a party?
Who is more likely to lose their keys on a night out?
Who showers with hot scorching water?
Who would likely become famous?
Who is the better friend?
Who is better music taste?
Who would most likely move to a secluded island?
Who is better with parents?
Who would be teacher's pet?
Who would likely kill their plants?
Who's the best with money?
And who's on top?
15 questions for couples. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Who is more likely to get arrested? Who eats the most? Who falls asleep first? Who overthinks more? Who has stronger opinions? Who swears more? Who is the better driver? Who gets hangrier? Who is more affectionate? Who spends more money? Who is more sensitive? Who is more competitive? Who does more housework? Who is the weird one?
This one's for couples, 14 questions. Who apologizes the first after a fight? Who's the funny one? Who's more romantic? Who's more patient? Who's the better cook? Who said I love you first? Who takes longer to get ready in the morning? Who's the grumpier one in the morning? Who's more stubborn? Who's the bigger baby when sick? Who's the social butterfly? Who's the messy one? Who works out more? Who requires more attention?
13 awkward questions for couples. Whose family sucks more? Who is better at arguing? Who has better style? Who is the freakiest? Who loves the hardest? Who gets more jealous? Who has the biggest body count? Who is more likely to cheat? Who is the boss? Who fell in love first? Who eats more? Who is smarter? Who is messier?
This one's for couples. 13 embarrassing questions. Who overthinks everything? Who showers less? Who is always eating? Who has a nicer butt? Who is more possessive? Who drools more? Who is the better driver? Who curses more? Who always sleeps in? Who is always on their phone? Who has the worst singing voice? Who takes the most selfies? Who is the lawbreaker?